Salve, salve galera, boa tarde, aqui é o Sucran, tô com mais uma livezinha aí. Salve Alex. Toma aí, já começou num clã aqui. Já bora meter o louco. Puder deixar o likezão, compartilhar aí com a galera que curte coque aí. Hoje é a livezinha de sábado, né, livezinha infinita. Então... é vocês que mandam. Inicialmente eu vou fazer 3 horas de live, tá? Aí depois disso aí é com vocês. Aí a cada R$1 doado aumenta 3 minutos na live. Começando a partir de agora, só bora. E aí, vocês estão assistindo o Mundial de Clash of Clans? Hoje eu não consegui acordar cedo, mano. Mas eu assisti ele... a hora que eu acordei, tava acabando de acabar. Você tá em qual clã meu, Alex? Vou dar uma compartilhada aqui. Só bora. As hards vai ser, vou fazer rapidão, beleza, galera? A hard vai ser sem muita enrolação, porque eu só spamo o mineiro mesmo, só pra farmar medalha. E aí, Alex, ansioso pro CV17? Salve, Rafa! E aí, Rafa? Boa tarde. Esse aqui é o terceiro clã que eu tô upando as tropas. Salve, Igor! Boa tarde, mano. Como que você tá? Deixa o likezão aí, galera. Só bora. Salve, Teus! Boa tarde, como você tá, Teus? Eu tô bem, graças a Deus, mano. E o Mundial, tá assistindo, Rafa? Estão assistindo aí o Igor, Teus? Ah, hoje eu não consegui acordar, mano. Eu acordei e já tava acabando. Mas aí eu assisti a live gravada, né? Já tá full supercarga, eu falta só um... Faltam uns coletores só. Aí sim, pô, aumentando. Eu nunca usei esse feitiço de retorno, mano. Essas tropas, eu tô atacando na guerra só pra farmar, mano. Se der PT, deu. Se não der, eu não vou estressar, não. O Val vai deixar, eu quero pagar as contas logo, mano. É, amanhã já é a final, né, mano? Passou rápido, hein? Esse Mundial esse ano foi muito rápido. O formato deles, assim, até que é... achei legal. Só que é ruim pra você ir pro Mundial pra jogar 2 guerras só. Aí é osso, né? Só bora, galera. Uma livezinha aí. 24 horas. Com a ajuda da galera aí. Eu vou fazer 3 horinhas de live. Aí a cada R$1 doado no Pix aí. Tá fixado no chat. Aumenta 3 minutos da live. Quem puder fortalecer, ajudar o Sucra aí. O alvo desse valor é a parcela do PC, né? Salve Vinícius, boa tarde, tudo bom? Você fala no Clash of Clans, mano? Você começou a jogar por agora? Salve a LP. E aí? Tô sim, ô LP, só que só por donate, mano. Como eu tô com alvo aí do PCzinho, né? Então aí é R$1 hoje a análise. Aí cada R$1 doado aumenta 3 minutos na live. Mas eu não entendi, Vinícius. Atacar a sociedade, como assim, mano? Não entendi a sua pergunta. Aquela parte aqui, a parte de atacar. Mas ele tem que ver se você tem ouro, mano. Tem que ter pelo menos um pouquinho de ouro pra atacar. E aí depende da liga que você tá. Cada liga tem um valor, né? É só você clicar, atacar e aqui, ó, procurar a partida. Aí tem um custo de ouro, né? A não ser que você tá na lendária, que aí na lendária é só 8 ataques por dia. Tá falando na guerra? Ah, verdade, Igor. Pode ser, se não colocar você na guerra, mano, se eles não selecionarem você na guerra ou na liga, aí você não consegue atacar, entendeu? Na liga, tipo, você pode chamar um monte de gente, mas a liga é só 15 vezes 15 ou 30 vezes 30. Aí deve ter sido isso, alguém não deve ter te colocado na guerra, então. Provavelmente. Vai lá, Ivan. Salve, Yuri! Jonathan! Boa tarde, mano. Como que você tá? Só bora, galera. Deixa o likezão aí. Compartilha aí com a galera aí que curte coque aí. Sábado. Tô fazendo uma livezinha infinita aí a cada R$1 doado aí. Hoje tá tudo R$1. Análise de ataque na liga, dica de ataque na liga, divulgação de clã. Ah, cadê os milhão, mano? A galera tá bem online, né, mano? Tá liga mais alta, tá difícil achar um farmzinho bom aí de 1 milhão e pouco, todos. Agora tá gastando bastante ouro. E aí, galera, quem tá acompanhando o Mundial aí do coque?
Just
Só bora, galera. Sabadão. Dando uma farmadinha aí, atacando na liga. Hoje a livezinha aí diferenciada aí. Sempre tô buscando fazer no sábado, né? Eu falo o nome aí como live infinita. Eu inicio com 3 horinhas de live. E o restante é com vocês aí. Cada R$1 no Pix doado aumenta 3 minutos na live. Ó, o farmzinho foi bom dessa vez, hein? Tô usando esse ataque pra farmar. Meto tudo, abre, fecha o jogo e já era. Correr atrás agora, tem que upar as paradas, mano. Eu acho que não vai dar tempo. Que é as torres multi-arqueira, né? Tem uma runa de ouro aqui. Salve, Fênix! Boa tarde, mano. Como você tá? Só bora, galera. Deixa o likezão aí, compartilha aí. Quem puder fortalecer o Sucra na doação aí, o link do Pix está fixado. Aparece na live. E é nóis. Lembrando que a cada R$1 doado aumenta 3 minutos na live. Salve, Félix. Ah, visita é free, tá? Só que aquele bate e volta, sem análise. Aí a análise hoje tá R$1. Se puder fortalecer na análise. Mas já visita aí. Vou baixar um pouco a música aqui, tá? Deixa o likezão, galera. Escreve aí quem não foi inscrito. Salve, Vandinho. Boa tarde, mano. Como você tá? Só bora. E o Mundial, Vandinho, tá acompanhando? Você viu o navio, mano? Coitado, mano, do Gaco. O Gaco ficou, quase chorou, velho. Osso, né, mano? Esse estilo de guerra aí foi muito rápido, achei, sei lá. Até entendo porque eles estão com os três ao mesmo tempo, né? Mesmo dia, os três finais. Provavelmente vai ser os próximos também. Onde que tá isso? Já botei já. Então já pensou, mano? Primeiro dia, mano. Eu tava torcendo por eles, mano. Agora eu torcer pro Synchronic. Synchronic, os caras tá bem forte, mano. Layout dele, a parte defensiva. E a parte... E os ataques, né? É, o Gaco deu uma estrela, né? É osso, né, mano? Mas faz parte, né, mano? Eles ficaram bem abalados com a primeira guerra que eles perderam, mano. Não era pra eles ficarem tão abalados assim. Dava de recuperar, entendeu? Aí... E os layouts deles também não estavam muito bom, né? Caiu fácil pra Synchronic, passou o carro de titã elétrica, spam de titã elétrica. Eu acho que pecou mais pra Navi foi os layout, mano. Eles tomaram 2 PW, mano. O modo difícil. Então, eu vejo a Vila do Fênix aqui. Só vir dar uma visitada aqui. Stilet. Clã On Peace. CV16. Ruxado, né? Pet CV14 ainda. Aí a vilinha do Fênix aí. Isso aí, Fênix, mete o louco. Se for só uma dica, mano. Se quiser ir pra CV17, você precisa ter a torre arqueira e os canhão aprimorados. Senão você não vai conseguir pra CV17. Só depois. É o Kazuma, né? O Kazuma jogou demais, né? Mas ele sentiu. O que prejudicou eles foi o layout, mano. Eu não sei quem fez o layout dele, mas o layout dele não tava muito bom, hein? Ele caiu fácil demais pros ataques. Levaram 30. Ou 30, levaram 10 PT, mano. Em 10 ataques. Entendeu? E vocês viram lá acho que foi o Kings, mano. Do milésime. Ele foi lá no Marinal e na Bruna falar que o Celinho tinha feito um layout pra eles que defendeu. Top, né? Celinho Bases. Ano que vem eu vou mudar o nicho do canal. Mudar não, vou acrescentar. Eu pretendo transmitir torneios também agora. Aí eu vou estar correndo atrás pra estar transmitindo os torneios. Vamos ver se dá uma enganjada a mais aí, entendeu? Vamos chegar a 5K, mano. Então, eu acho que eles mesmos fazem o layout deles, entendeu? Ó, tô em live.
Eu pedi um favor pra você, se você...
Oi?
Eu pedi um favor pra você, se você perguntar pro seu amigo se ele atendeu agora.
Seu Armando? Espera responder.
Você vai lá.
Tá fumato, né, Igor? Top. E aí, vocês vão comprar aquela paisagem da guerra? É top ela, mano. Tá? O povo fica batalhando, né? Você imagina a força desse gigante aqui pra fazer esse trem rodar, mano. Se é ele que tá fazendo rodar isso aqui, meu Deus. Top, né? Literalmente uma guerra, né? Ah. Bem, aqui tem um confronto local, né? É. O gigante joga catapulta aqui pra pegar nos carrinhos que tá aqui dos goblins. É bem massa. Olha lá, ó. Esse gigante vai jogar uma bolada bem aqui nesse carrinho, ó. Vai bem na fuça dele, ó. Tufa lá. Aí outro gigante vai jogar agora, vai pegar nesse. Olha lá. O golinho jogando os gravetinhos, o tamanho do carro. Ela fica andando, né? Fica no loop, né? Nunca para, né? Olha o míssil. Top. Você viu o míssil lançando? Eu não vi de onde saiu esse míssil aqui. Será que saiu daqui? Ah, ó. Massa, né? Esse braço pega um míssil, mano. Que top. Top. Porque é tipo um lança-chama, ó. Ficou top, né? Salve, né, o King? Boa noite, mano. Como você tá? Oh, boa noite não, boa tarde ainda. Só bora, galera. Quem puder deixar o likezão aí, deixa o likezão. Hoje é uma livezinha aí infinita, né? Eu começo com 3 horinhas e vocês que mandam aí o restante. Cada R$1 aí no Pix doado aí. Aparece na live. Aumenta 3 minutos na live aí, beleza? Só bora. Fazendo a raid, atacando a liga e farmando. Eu tô bem, mano, graças a Deus. E o Mundial, acompanhando o Mundial, né, o King? Depois bora dar uma assistida aí no Mundial também. Lembrando que a raid eu só vou abrir e fechar o jogo, beleza? Aí os ataques da guerra, o farm, aí eu deixo rolando normal. Deixa o likezão aí, galera. Bora aí. Deixa eu ver quantos likes já tem. Bora aí, ó. 15 likezão aí, ó. Vamos lá, no 3, hein? 1, 2, 3. Mete o dedo no like aí, galera. Like é de graça. É, eu não acordei a tempo, mano. Eu acordei no finalzinho. Mas aí eu voltei a live, né, e assisti tudo. É top. Pô, nada de Dark, mano. Meu Deus. Aí sim, galera. 20 likezão aí, só bora. Agora o alvo é 25, hein? Deixa o likezão, galera, de graça. Vocês me ajudam aí. O likezão é a forma do YouTube entender que a galera tá gostando aí e recomenda pra outra galera, entendeu? Cadê meu rei, mano? Ah, o rei tá aqui no meio. Rolada. Mano, a bola com terremoto, mano, tá muito mais forte, mano. Arrependi de ter upado a manopla. Então, eu esqueci o nome, ô Igor. Eu esqueci de salvar o nome. Eu até tentei pesquisar, mas não achei. War Report. Beleza, se alguém fizer o pix aí eu já analiso. Vamos aqui. Salve, Lázaro! Boa tarde, mano. Como que você tá? Agora não, eu coloquei tudo, falta. Tá upando Lavalon, mano, mas eu não. Ataque aéreo não tá muito forte, mano. Apesar que essa liga aqui eu deixei fazer. Eu vou atacar só de Zap Titã. Zap Titã e Era. Que é as tropas que eu farmo mesmo. Se der PT, deu. Se não der, não deu. Vou tentar atacar normal pra dar PT só na principal. Tem que deixar minhas contas full logo, mano. É isso, eu tô esperando o Hammerjam. Quando vai vir? Será? Eu acho que vem segunda-feira aí. Ó, vai vir segunda-feira, dia 4, provavelmente. Acho que eles não vão deixar um mês de Hammerjam, mano. O negócio que eu entro de férias só dia 16 de dezembro. Eu vou aproveitar só o CV17. Mas vai ser umas duas, três semanas de Hammerjam por aí. Aí o CV16 é pra vir dia 18 na segunda ou dia 25 de novembro. Nessas duas datas. Não vi, Lázaro. Depois eu dou uma olhada lá. É, vai ser umas 2 semanas mais ou menos. A bola é o terremoto, boa. Quase terminando de deixar as tropas full. Quase terminando não, ainda falta um monte de tropa ainda. Mas as principais que eu ataco já tá full. Desse clã meu. Fez altas análises lá, Ladão. Só bora, galera. Livezinha infinita aí. Quem puder fortalecer o Sucran, cada um realzinho doado, aumenta 3 minutos na live aí. Hoje tá tudo real. Análise, dica de ataque. Só bora. Pera aí, tio. Tá mexendo aí, Enzo? O que você quer? Hã? Isso, pede pra mim. Eu pego. Só um pouquinho. O X tá aparecendo na live. Já falei pra você.
Tá aparecendo não. Quer?
Pode ver dentro aqui, senão me dá sono. Coloca um pouco na vasilha pra mim. Eu vou fazer esse padrão agora, mano. Que esse tipo de farm aqui, Zap, Titã Elétrica, Aérea e Druida. É um ataque bem forte, mano. Dá pra farmar de boa. Aí você dropa tudo, fecha e abre o jogo. Salve, Jefferson. Então, Jefferson, aí depende do seu estilo, né, mano? O que você gosta de atacar? Spam terrestre, aéreo? Obrigado. Oi?
O Armando respondeu.
Hã?
Seu Armando respondeu. O que ele falou? Não corta mais hoje?
Ele não vai cortar mais hoje, amanhã cedinho pra ir lá. 6 horas. 5 e pouco, 6 horas. Aí nem chama, já vai direto. O tio só não vai cortar porque o tio ganhou um corte de um aluno do tio. Deixa eu só ver se o Live Pix tá funcionando, mano. Nem testei. Acho que foi o último que deu, foi o matador de porco. Aí tá funcionando, beleza. Meu cabelo, é que eu uso um topete na frente, sempre usei. Deu um negócio errado. Vamos lá. Teve conta que eu não consegui fazer o jogo. Enzo! Ih, o dedo vai tá tudo molhado. Salve HX, não precisa spamar, mano. Manda só uma vez que eu consigo ver. Provavelmente dia 4, HX. Tamo junto, mano. Puder deixar o likezão aí, se inscrever, agradeço. Salve, Rodrigo. Boa tarde, Rodrigo. Então, Rodrigo, hoje é uma livezinha diferenciada, né? Aí, na verdade, a análise é R$2 no Pix, né? Normal, na live normal de farm. Aí hoje, como é uma livezinha diferenciada, tá R$1 no Pix a análise. Aí aumenta 3 minutos na live aí. Aí se puder fortalecer aí, eu agradeço. Aí o Pix tá fixado aí, o link aí do Live Pix. Aí aparece na live aí, se você escrever e tal. Aí tem uns que é personalizado, que é 5. Então a HX é a mesma situação, HX. A análise é R$1 no Pix hoje. Tá? E visita também, tá? Cadê o rei, mano? O rei tá aqui no meio. Esse ataque pra farmar é muito top, mano. Tinha colocado mais era, né? Mas eu tirei titã. Coloquei mais titã agora. A titã tá bem forte. Além de você farmar, você ainda faz um push. Ele subiu o máximo com minhas contas. Não, mas é o valor mínimo para inteligência artificial, que é uma voz diferenciada. Aí você precisa... Quer ver, ó? Pera aí. O valor mínimo tá R$1. Pra aparecer já na live. Aí se você clicar na inteligência artificial, é R$5 mesmo. Mas daí não tem como diminuir, que é o valor padrão do Live Pix. Esse inteligência artificial aí aparece o que você escrever, uma voz de um famoso fala. Aí tem vários famosos aí. Eu não sei achar onde que tá esse trem, mano. Deixa eu ver aqui. Aí, ó, foi. Marcos, seu nome é Marcos também? Ah, meu nome é Marcos também, pô. Sucrão, ao contrário, é Marcos, só que com U, né? Deixa eu dar uma analisada na sua aqui. Valeu, Marcão. Deus abençoe e prospere sua vida a cada dia aí. Aí aumentou 3 minutos automático e já aumenta na live. Chefe Marcos. Ó, o chefe Marcos, ele tá level 206. Ele gosta de guerra random, né? Que é a guerra normal. Gosta de liga de clãs. E gosta de planejamento de bases. Ele tá no clã Power Force, nível 16. Salve aí pra galera do Power Force. Clã para jogadores compromissados. Regra fixada no chat. Deve ser no chat do clã, né? Salve aí pra galera. Tamo junto. Máximo de push, né? Você conseguiu pegar Titã 3. Eu oriento você a fazer um pushzinho e ir no esquema da lendária. Eu não sei se você sabe do esquema da lendária. Você sabe o esquema da lendária? Já ouviu falar algo sobre isso? Aí o Márcio pegou Titã, né? Tem 1159 estrelas de guerra. 36 ataque na temporada. É um CV16, né? Não tá rushado, né? Você subiu full CV14 pelos heróis, né? É só os pets. Aqui eu oriento você a liberar o mais rápido possível, focar de preferência martelo de construção, né? Que ganhou nos jogos. E o martelo da liga, né? Para liberar os pets logo. E assim, agora ficou mais complicado, porque alguns pets estão sendo bem utilizados. Igual eu mesmo estou usando o Ilac no Guardião e estou usando a Morsa na Rainha. Então assim, meio que balanceou os pets, né? Mas eu oriento você upar os principais, que geralmente a galera usa para aéreo a coruja, né? Para rainha unicórnio, né? No CB15 o pangolim para campeã, libera ele. E a fênix pro rei, né? E quando for CB16, a raposa para campeã e a raiva viva, quando você for fazer alguma entrada diferenciada lá para pegar a defesa, ela é boa. Mas foca em um, deixa full. Aqui de prioridade deixa o unicórnio e a coruja. Aí depois você liberar o pangolim. Aí depois você liberar a fênix. Top a vilinha aí dele. E as tropas aí tá meio complicado também hoje. Não tem um meta assim, né? Entendeu? Aqui se você já quiser ir para CV17, eu oriento você já a upar o CV, entendeu? E já foca em upar 4 arqueiras por 21 e 4 canhão por 21. Para você upar os canhão para fazer a fusão, né, da multi-arqueira e do canhão ricochete. Porque se não tiver essa fusão, você não consegue para CV17. Eu dei mancada na minha rushada, que era para não ter feito isso. Agora lascou-se. Tô correndo atrás para estar farmando para deitar. Ainda bem que a Supercell diminuiu bastante, né? E basicamente é isso, mano. Tamo junto aí. Obrigado pela doação aí. Deus abençoe. Boa tarde, Marcos Silva. Tudo bom, mano? Como que você tá? Não, o esquema da lendária, porque hoje o recurso mais importante é o minério. E você no esquema da lendária, você pega 5.000 troféus, vai dar a opção de você se inscrever na lendária, né? Só que aí você não inscreve, você faz uma vingança aqui, pra você cair de troféu. E você fica entre 4.901 troféu e 4.999. Fica subindo e descendo o troféu nessa margem. E você vai ter o bônus de recurso da lendária e o bônus de minério da lendária também. Que aí você vai conseguir farmar mais, entendeu? Exemplo, você ficar um mês na lendária aí, você vai pegar 30 mil de minério azul e vai dar 40 e pouco, 50 e pouco. Uns 1.500 de minério roxo. Entendeu? Então é bastante coisa. E o farm é de boa. Porque como a Supercell aumentou a questão do farm, a questão do nível do depósito, então hoje está compensando você farmar em liga alta, mano. Por mais que em liga baixa você vai achar a vila abandonada, mas em liga alta os caras vai estar farmando. Então você vai pegar depósito full, às vezes recurso, e os coletores também. Você vai também achar pessoas já quase full também, né? É, tá bem mais rápido agora. Supercell diminuiu bastante. Tamo junto, HX aí, tamo junto. Ah, valeu, Marcão. Deus abençoe, mano. Obrigado pela inscrição aí. Só bora, galera. Deixa o likezão aí, rumo aí a 25 likes aí, só mais 2 likes. Posso contar com vocês aí, 25 likes. Fortalece aí o Sucran. Análise R$1. Dica de ataque na liga, R$1. Análise de ataque na liga, R$1. Tudo R$1 hoje aí, galera. Pra fortalecer o Sucran aí, com alvo esse mês aí de pagar o PCzinho, né? Mensalidade do PC. Então, só bora, né? É uma diversão pra mim, mas também a intuição é ter um retorno financeiro, né? E é isso, galera. Nem o relógio trabalha de graça, né? Só bora, tem quase 2 horinhas ainda aí. Lembrando que cada R$1 doado aumenta 3 minutos na live. Aí depende de vocês aí. Se vocês quiserem que o Sucrão fique até mais tarde aí, ou vir aí jogando, só fortalecer. Só a raid que eu vou finalizar rápido, porque a raid é cansativo ficar só vendo spam de mineiro, né? Só bora, galera. Bora lá, galera. 2 likezinhos pra 25 aí. Deixa o likezão, pra fortalecer o Sucrã aí. E é nóis. E pra mineiro, acho que essas bases vai cair só com 3 ataques, hein. Só bora, galera. Só não tá querendo pegar eu aqui, mas tamo firme. Vamos lá. Esse é o terceiro clã que eu tô upando. A capital, né? Salve, Ender. Boa noite. Boa tarde, mano. Como você tá? Tô bem também, Ander. Graças a Deus, mano. Só bora aí. O sono tá querendo pegar eu aqui, mas só bora. Ué, o que foi? Alguma dica? Se você for rushar pra CV17, quando vier, você precisa upar 4 torre arqueira e 4 canhão, mano. Essa é a dica. E libera os novos 2 pets, né? Principalmente a raposa. Mais isso aí. Galera, deixa eu entrar no Age aqui rapidão, mano. Vou entrar no Age aqui rapidão só pra mim ver uma parada aqui. Colocar, acho que uma construção minha que...
βιαστείτε.
Deixa eu futo a casa. Vou pôr até pro level 10 já. Deixa eu só fazer as paradas aqui no Age aqui. Eu já volto pro Coca, galera. Aqui tem muita missãozinha, mano. Não tem nada.
Aqui tá escutando barulho?
É isso.
O jogo vai lá. E você tá ali. Eu já joguei ele. Instalei ele no celular da minha avó. Vou falar pra ela desinstalar. De dela, porque eu instalei ele, né? ao redor da minha casa. Ó, eu coloquei um negócio pra ninguém ficar, tal de amigo ficar entrando. Aí eu coloquei todas as minhas casas aqui dentro. Quero ver alguém entrar. Tá tudo lá fora. Fica entrando na minha casa, eu não gosto disso. Fica entrando outro ali, o outro ali na minha casa, o outro ali vai matar minha galinha. Porque eu fiz assim, ó. Fiz aqui de vidro. Fiz aqui de vidro, aí quando a galinha entrar aqui dentro eu vou fechar. Olha lá ela aí, ó. Aí, moça. Olha a cara dela. Aí eu tenho todos os animais, tem cavalo lá fora. Eu esqueci de me lá fora, vou tirar fora. Eu vou trocar aqui pra mim entrar. Nossa, quando eu já tava cansada. Eu só deitei aqui e já passou.
Forjar? Como assim, mano? Nossa, hein?
The war is my everything. Should I stand, the Empire stands.
Υποταχτείτε στη Βασίλισσα.
Άνδρες, ετοιμαστείτε για μάχη!
demorar pra eles coletar. Salve, Yuri. É, aí sim, pô, top. Eu tô pensando ainda se vai dar pra me comprar ou não. Tirar o som. Meu Deus, tem um monte de balão. Mata os balões, Titã. Bora, 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 mata os balões. O som tava muito alto aí do jogo? Passo barato, mano. Ei, tá me ouvindo agora? Vê se tá com som de música aí, som de fundo. Já iniciou no War Farm. No War Farm aqui. Opa, eu tô fazendo raid. Já terminando aqui, eu vou lá mostrar pra você. No War Farm 2 e no War Farm 3 vai iniciar mais tarde. Eu dei um intervalinho um do outro, senão eu não consigo atacar em tudo. Só bora, galera. Deixa o likezão aí. Bora meter o louco no farm. Iniciou ontem? Aí sim. Aqui no meu clã já iniciei e já casou já. Hoje é o primeiro dia de guerra. Só não bateu forte agora, galera. Pera aí, eu vou ter que logar outra conta minha aqui. Enquanto isso, bora ver o... Vamos ver a entrevista que eles fizeram no Mundial, mano. Um carinha lá.
To the 2024 Superfast. So many good matches, so many good players, a total of $1 million prize pool. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you're at home or right here in Helsinki, Finland, welcome to the Clash of Clans World Finals. Audience, are you ready for your first match? We have Aaron Expos in the final set. Gaku is celebrating and a fantastic 3-star to start. Making his way to the backside with 5 Super Barbarians left. You hear the crowd and it is looking good for Villa. He's moving his way through and General X is gonna get it there for Synchronic.
It's a balloon parade! Judo, that's what's going on. We haven't seen a ton of emotion, but I saw a beautiful smile there from She. All they need is one more 2-star. Navi had a beautiful upper bracket run, and now they go 0-2 in our...
Olha como que a Navi ficou triste, mano.
Our first team eliminated. TFY are your winners, and they move on to Sunday.
This is still a super fast attack by Synchronic as well. They have the celebration, the crowd there as well, and they deserve it. Wow, Synchronic with 2 perfect wars today, going through to Sunday's finals as the #1 seed. Clash on! As the smoke clears after our first day of competition, we got a sense of the
Pra quem não assistiu aí, só bora, galera.
leading up
to this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Superfest, and welcome to day 2 of the Clash of Clans World Finals. My name is Barney Banks, and I am your host, and today we are one step closer to that $1 million prize pool, and of course, the beautiful Clash of Clans trophy. Yesterday, we said goodbye to one of our competitors, and today we will be doing the same, leaving just 4 in the race for the championship. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Remember, you can head over to event.supercell.com to earn in-game rewards while you watch the stream. And with that being said, it's time to go over to our caster booth. So make some noise for Itsu and Clash Bashing!
Thank you so much, Banks. We are here for day 2 of Superfest. We have 3 more teams looking to play for the final 2 spots on Championship Sunday. I'm Clash Bashing, joined by Itsu here at the casting desk. Itsu, how are you feeling here on day 2?
I mean, I am so ready after yesterday. We had incredible action, upsets, fan favorites going home after just the first day. I think today will be even more crazy.
Oh man, we got some awesome teams. But let's go ahead and take a look at the format and kind of how we've got here. We have 6 teams playing through 2 group stages. The top 4 will move on to a single elimination finals tomorrow. We are playing 5v5 clan wars where each player has 1 attack, and we are playing in hard mode. The last team standing will be crowned your 2024 Clash of Clans World Champions.
And not just the crown is on the line. No, there's a lot of prizing on the line as well. So let's take a look at that. 5th and 6th seed. So those teams who are dropping out today and yesterday are still going to make $60,000. But the first seed, that is the big prize money. $300,000 on the line. Overall, the total of $1 million prize pool. That is a lot.
That is very, very impressive. Man, I would be super excited, but let's take a look at our bracket. As we said, we had Group 1 play out yesterday. A little bit of a shock, a little bit of a surprise, as our first team eliminated was fan favorites Na'Vi, which means Synchronic and MTFY will already move on to Sunday. Today, we're gonna go ahead and narrow down and eliminate 1 more team and have 2 more teams advance.
That's right, and if you take a look at the scores we had so far, it felt like always the winning team has gotten those 15 stars,
yes,
which feels to be the threshold you want to beat. And that's the question if those teams can make it today as well. So let's take a look at the predictions and the matches which are about to happen. For the first match, we're looking today at, well, Bash, we're agreeing here. Miller's team, we have heard their fans already in the crowd. While Karvin and Judo going with the Stamina Esports. Both teams have a lot of history, and I think we're going to touch on that quite a bit during the match, but there are so many good matches.
There's a good variety throughout. If you look at all of the caster predictions, I'll talk about mine a little bit later, because I think this group could be a very close group, a very interesting group, but like you said, we'll touch on all of that as we kind of get going here today. It's going to be an awesome day of Clash.
It is going to be for sure, because, well, seeing the teams yesterday coming up with their own strategies which we have not seen in this variation in the game. And those teams today might bring something similar today on offense or on defense. It's always as well, well, being ahead of the curve on defense as well, bring something to the table which the other teams have not seen. Because remember, all of those matches have to be really fast-paced when it comes down to the planning, which means around 5 minutes, I would say. That's what the players have in combination with the nerfs. That is stressful.
Yeah, but we definitely want to know who you guys are thinking at home. Who is going to win the championship? And we took a look, and man, after Synchronic's performance yesterday, 54%. But I mean, if you watch those wars, I completely understand. But Tribe haven't even played a match, and they're at 25%. Ooh, spicy reaction from the crowd, Itsu.
They have their own predictions, let's put it that way. But overall, the 2 big favorites seems to be Synchronic and Tribe. The question is, can they live up to this expectation level of the crowd? Yesterday, it did not work out for Na'Vi, so I'm not sure if it's something good that the community really believes in Tribe here.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that. We'll hop into all of that. But guys, it's time. Let's head over to Banks. He's going to introduce our teams.
Thank you so much, Itsu and Bash. Our next 2 teams are prepped and ready. Just 2 opportunities to make it through into Championship Sunday, where that $1 million prize pool awaits. And so, your first team that is ready to take to the main stage is Darkstar, Fluxy, Synthe, Hawk, and Ninja. They are Stamina Esports. And their opponents, Kingsman, Temper, Tryhard, Nachoa, and Max. They are Minasime MG.
I think today is going to be a great day. Feeling the energy already of the crowd, the fans, which as well are here in the arena with the team together. I think this will be a really electric showdown.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and let's hop in a little bit deeper here. Let's take a look at our first team, Stamina Esports. Darkstar, Fluxy, Senthe, Hawk, Ninja. This team is well-rounded. Kind of what we talked about yesterday, a very international team, but look at these hit rates. Very, very impressive.
It is very impressive indeed. But again, at this point, I think it's, again, our pleasure to remind everyone it is played in hard mode. Those stats were collected before that, which means the question is, how does all of those different teams react to this? And the special thing about Stamina Esports really is that they were not showing their hands whatsoever during the last couple of weeks. They opted out of tournaments that did not show anything on offense or defense. The question now is that paying off? Where everything is coming down to pretty much 2 matches of making it to the next day.
I think that's going to be a huge talking point, but let's go ahead and let's talk about their opponents. Minasime MG, mostly made up of French players, kind of a tight-knit group, but we do have some additions to the squad with Temper and Max, Kingsman, Temper, Tryhard, Nachoa, Max, well-rounded again. Very high hit rates, but like you said, those were played before the new hard mode changes, and those hard mode changes are very significant. I'm sure we will touch on that as the wars are getting underway, but this team, a lot of unity. They've been together. That core group has been together for quite a while now.
That's right, for sure. They are together for quite some time, which means they have this core chemistry, and as well something which we have seen yesterday, which is playing in favor of some teams, the experience. Those players have been on the World Championship stage, most of them for quite some time, which means they know how to react there. And as we're taking a look at the fan predictions, Stamina Esports seems to be the favorites based on what the community thinks.
Yeah, but it wasn't as one-sided as yesterday. Remember, we had like 90% and like 80% yesterday. Today feels more of a toss-up with a little bit of favor to SCMN with 59% of the vote. But, I mean, you take away a few percent there, and this one's pretty close. So, even though it is sided to Stamina here, I would say that the community is kind of undecided on this matchup. I think we could say about the whole group here in day number 2. We feel that way. A lot of close matchups, a lot of close rosters. It should be a really great day.
Yeah, and overall, it really comes down to the preparation. We have heard already from all of those 3 teams that they have prepared in offensive or defensive, some things which the other team might not expect, which means it's coming down to how effective that is. We have seen that yesterday from Synchronic. They really, really surprised their opponents and made good use out of their, well, new Titan strategy. Do those teams today have something as well like that in store?
I think we heard from a lot of these teams that they do have something that they've been practicing. They all have a unique strategy that they've been kind of working. My thing is, maybe all these teams are practicing Titans. What if that's the case? But I think everyone kind of has that strategy. Although we did see Na'Vi kind of sticking to those old school classic strategies they're used to, and it didn't pay off. But guys, we're going to find out if it's going to pay off here. We're ready for the first attack.
And the first attacker is going to be from Minasime. It's going to be Max, and his parents are actually in the crowd as well. And the question is that going to be more energy for him, or is that more pressure? He's going in with an incredible mix of a ton of different troops, mostly from the Root Rider attacks, which we already know, but he's mixing an Electro Dragon, which can be used as funneling, but as well as like a time method where you're putting it on an outside storage and you're saving quite a bit of time.
Ooh, look at this. He could get a nice chain, maybe even get to the Eagle. He gets a hit on the Eagle. Let's see if we get that chain. Now the chain is not going to continue. The E-Drag will go over. He is going to set up a beautiful funnel with this Electro Dragon. We saw that yesterday, some surgical E-Drags. Seeking Airmine will take that Electro Dragon down. The value is gone, but he did set up a little bit of pathing on the top.
But the Eagle has survived, and I think that was the big goal for him, to take that out. The King has walked in, is now going to be stuck on those defensive Clan Castle troops as the main push is now starting with the Roy Champion trying her best to push everything further inside. The Root Riders should not go for the Expo, and most of them are staying in the core, but the troops are quite split right now.
That first overgrowth was deployed, which means all of those buildings will be unavailable for attacking, for defending. Those buildings are out of commission for just a short period here. But look at this strong push through the middle. Remember, those Root Riders, they walk right on through walls. But not only that, they destroy walls as they walk through. As he deploys that second overgrowth, Max is off to a strong start right here. I guess the story will be, is this their go-to strategy? We'll see as this war goes on, but Max is looking very strong. Lots of troops in the middle of the space. Still has Queen and Royal Champion ability, with some super barbs yet to be deployed.
Yeah, but the Town Hall and the troops defenses around are going to wake up pretty soon, which means a lot of damage then for those troops. That's exactly right now the timing. And take a look at that, Bash. The Town Hall is pretty much the last defense at this stage. The Rocket Spear has been activated. The Town Hall has to go down.
Max.
There goes the freeze.
Here
and
it
the
is.
last defense is now at the bottom far right side.
It's done. It's going to be a 3-star, I believe. He still has that ricochet cannon, but it's open. Valkyrie's in there. Max celebrates. Good 3-star for the young man. I know I talked with him and his nerves were going crazy. So him attacking first and getting that 3-star, he has to feel great about that. But not only that, look at that. The parents are in the audience. Oh, what a feel-good story, Itsu.
And it has to be so good for the team having the young player performing first and as well delivering. What a great start for Milliseam. And as well, we have already said, those two teams, they are sharing a lot of history. And well, Max is part of this because they somewhat changed players over the season. Well, Park was going for the other side. Max was as well, like switching sides. And there was a lot of community reaction to that, let's put it that way. So a really, really electrifying topic when it comes down to opinions there. And he is delivering versus his ex-team.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing here is when you do bring in a new player, especially so late into the season, and essentially the Snapdragon Pro Series Season 5 was kind of his tryout. Funny enough, Milliseam MG, they won the whole thing, so it makes a lot of sense for them to say, all right, Max, I think you earned that spot, but we're going to have to see if Dark Star for STMN can get that response. We saw yesterday, once you make that mistake and fall behind, it is so hard to make that comeback.
Yes, indeed. It is always hard to make that comeback, but we say as well, Dark Star is concentrating, and I think we should not let him wait because we are diving into the attack.
Dark Star is ready. Our first attack for STMN Esports, and it's going to be rocket balloons. We'll have to see if there's a fireball here on the Grand Warden. There is, along with an Angry Jelly. We see the Angry Jelly from time to time. Remember, that Angry Jelly is going to force the hero it's attached to only target defenses for the first 30 seconds. So that's very, very huge to set up this fireball and get the pathing, as fireballs are going to target the nearest defense.
And especially because time is always a big factor with this strategy. Being able to like use this Angry Jelly, you can bypass the outside buildings and play some minions, play some archers as he is doing in behind the Warden. And because of the Warden Rage gem, he can make sure that he's really quickly going through those defenses and outside buildings. Right now trying to push further into the core. I feel like the fireball is supposed to go around that core section with the multi-infernal towers, scatter shot, something like that. And he's preparing, and there we go. Fireball is flying and hitting the target, and the core is gone.
Boom goes the dynamite, the clan castle's down, and that's one of the big things with these fireball attacks. If you can destroy that clan castle before any troops come out.
A gente volta a assistir isso aí, galera. Vou adicionar algumas contas aqui, adicionar aqui. se eu me inscrevo aqui, mano. Puxado, hein? Virar que morreu, mano. Fudeu agora. Tem uma cabana lá. Puta merda. Bosta, mano. Mistério essa merda, mano. Tá que pariu, velho. Salve, Biel! Hoje não notificou? Eu vou fazer aquele tipo uma maratoninha, né, galera? Fortalecer aí. Então bora, galera. Um likezão só pra 30. E aí, Biel, viu o Mundial hoje? Acertou hoje? Hoje eu esqueci de apostar, mano. Já apostei pra amanhã só. Então eu tô torcendo pela sincrônica, hein, mano. Atrás tá jogando bem. Amanhã provavelmente será anunciado, na verdade, o Hammerjay, né? CV17 ainda vai ter sneak peek e tudo mais. O que vai vir, né? Então vai ser umas 2 semanas de Hammerjay por aí. Aí provavelmente vai ser CV17. Vamos ver a entrevista do cara aqui, o que ele falou. Eu não vi ela toda.
Wow, those troops are not going to be on defense, so being able to fireball and get down the clan castle is a huge thing. Now here's one thing to keep an eye on. Yesterday we kind of saw with Gaku's attack, his queen got a little bit too close, and the warden kind of followed that queen, and it led to some issues. But it looks like Darkstar did a great job.
O cara que eles entrevistaram.
Away from the warden. The warden's job is to work on his own with those healers and get as much value and eventually get to that town hall.
Exactly, he's trying to get towards the town hall while the Rocket Dunes should take down the Mon. No, the Monolith's staying alive. He has a reinforcement with more Rocket Dunes. Can he take it out? And yes, it is going down, but it has cost him a couple of more Rocket Dunes, which in the end on the back end could be a factor.
It's a pretty heavy back end. You're right, Ricochet Cannon.
Essa moldura é massa.
And their objective is
Vou copiar essa moldura, hein?
He doesn't want the warden to follow because the
vai
warden's
ficar muito
job is
pequeno.
to be able to help take out the monolith right over here. But what can you do in order to help distract this monolith is to be able to
uma área aqui.
skeleton spells out in
Entrevista com Mari.
Yes, I do indeed. Thank you so much, boys. Great work up there in the caster booth. And Carbon Finn, what a fantastic telestration that was. But they are not the only talent in the building, because we've got talent right here who are casting, hosting, and representing their community right here at Superfest. We have a ton of local language casters who are working here right behind me.
You and I, we're looking good, pal. We're looking good.
Carbon, how are you doing?
Well, I got the first one
Will
wrong
Banks.
indeed, but I did pick Millicene.
And that is as well like a big deal in the history as well with Tribe. But they're able to show up and like turn things up when it matters.
And I'm sure we'll talk about Tribe season because it's been up and down. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw over to Banks. He's got an interview for us.
Yes, I do indeed. Thank you so much, boys.
Ele é o Banks, ele é uma entrevista para nós, sim, eu realmente muito obrigado.
It's great work up there in the caster
Pode
booth.
trabalhar lá em cima na cabine do CT.
Carbon Finn, what a fantastic
Carbon Finn, que
telestration
fantástico.
that was.
Transmissão.
But they are not the only
Que foi mais, eles não são
talent
o
in the
único
building.
talento da
We've got
construção,
talent right
porque
here
temos talentos
who
aqui
are casting,
que são
hosting, and representing
lançados, hospedagem representando
community
sua
right
comunidade.
here at
Aqui no
Superfest. We have a
Superfest,
ton of local
nós temos muitos apresentadores
language
de
casters who are
idiomas
working
locais
here.
que estão
Right
trabalhando
behind me, you can
aqui.
see a
Atrás de
bunch
mim,
of languages, and I've
você
got a
pode
man
ver
who
um
is
monte de
joining me right
idiomas
now.
e
He's
tem
no stranger to Clash of Clans. He's
homem que se juntando a mim agora que está que não é estranho no Clash of Clans Sports.
all the way from Brazil.
Vindo do
I've got
Brasil, eu
Marinol
tenho
here.
Marinal aqui comigo.
Hey, how are you doing, Marinol?
Como você
You
está,
well?
Marinal?
Very well, thank you.
Good, good. What's
Muito bem, obrigado.
been your favorite thing
Qual
that
foi a sua
you
coisa
have
favorita
experienced
que
so
você já
far at
experimentou
Superfest?
até agora no Superfest?
To see the Brazilian players and casters, our country is very large.
O rodízio de preço brasileiro, caça, nosso país muito grande.
So we don't see each other very much.
Então nós vemos muito bem, vamos.
Let's talk about the World Finals, okay? Let's talk about the tournament here. We've kind of anticipated, because of the introduction of hard mode, and then hard mode was made even harder. We're not really sure
Introdução no modo difícil, então o modo difícil foi criado ainda mais difícil. Não temos certeza
if we're going to get the perfect,
se vamos conseguir uma guerra
war yet.
perfeita e
We've
perfeita.
so
No
nearly
entanto,
just had it.
quase acabamos com isso.
versus STMN.
Milésime versus TM, você
Do you
acha
think it's likely that we'll get one?
Yeah, it's very likely.
que provavelmente conseguiremos um sim, muito.
Be a surprise for me.
Minha pipa caiu lá na árvore, pega lá.
Ixi, pera aí, tio.
Ah?
Pera aí, rapidinho. Provavelmente conseguiremos um sim, muito provavelmente será uma surpresa.
Do not see.
Para mim
Prefer
não
to
ver uma war
It'll be a
surpresa.
surprise, but you know what? I think it might be likely as well. We're getting ever so closer in every war. Now, do you have a particular team that you're looking out for, or that you're thinking that might take the championship at the end of this?
I think Synchron Gaming, they are playing very well and they have very good bases also.
A strong team, good bases. This is the thing that we need to emphasize. The base builders, the unsung heroes of this tournament as well. Now, we've got to talk about these language streams. We have so many here, so many languages on site. Is it an incredible thing to be a part of? And who have you been excited to meet from the local language casters?
Yeah, I'm very excited to meet Bruna, because I don't see her that much, and it's very good for me.
A patriotic man. I like that, Marinol. Thank you so much for joining me in this interview. Oh, we're going to awkward spud it. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Going back into your caster stream, an absolutely fantastic job so far. We can't wait to see more of Marinol as well. But for now, we're going to head over to Judo Sloth because he's got an interview of his own.
It is great to see so many creators here at Superfest, and I'm joined by Clash Ninja. I have to ask first, what was your thoughts when walking in?
Thanks, Judo. Absolutely awesome to be here in Helsinki, the home of Supercell, and walking into the arena. It's amazing, blown me away. So good to see.
It is incredible. Now, you're someone that helps the community through the creation of tools. Are you able to give us a few examples?
Sure, that's right. There's a variety of tools out there to help enhance people's gameplay. I build the Clash Ninja website, which lets people track their progress, see what upgrades are remaining, and see how long until they've maxed out their village. Another example is the clashofstats.com website, where you can see the history of lots of villages. Another tool up there is the Clash King Discord bottom app, where you can see your Legend League performance and numerous other stats. And finally, there's the competitive
Galera, já volta aí só um
where
pouquinho.
you can see the stats of all the teams and pro players like we've seen here today, so you can see how good they really are.
O CV é anunciado, mas eles não falam nada dele por enquanto, pra não dar spoiler, né? Aí tem sneak peek, Rick.
Many of the tools are the collection of stats, which specifically helps with base building. Are you able to talk into that a little bit?
Sure, yeah. Statistical analysis can be invaluable for the competitive teams. When you're studying your opponent and you can see that they favour certain attacking styles, when you're base building, you can design your bases to try and bait those types of attack styles to give you that invaluable defence.
Yeah, it's super interesting, and we've seen that from Synchronic as well yesterday against MTFY, baiting the Electro Dragons a little bit there. Now, before I let you go, we have to get a championship prediction. Who do you think is going to take it all?
It is so close this year. I thought Navi's experience was going to carry them yesterday, but a bit of an upset there. Synchronic looking good, so I think I'm going to have to go with them.
They certainly are looking good. We can hear them in the crowd. We've got all of the support, but we're almost ready to get into the next match. So let's throw you back to the casters, Carbon and Bash.
Thank you so much, Judo. What a great interview there with Ninja. Love that guy. Such an amazing tool that he's built. But Carbon, let's go ahead and let's start setting up our next matchup here. We just saw Milliseam MG. We're going to see our final team here in the World Championships, Tribe Gaming, for the first time as they square off.
Yeah, Tribe was the very last team to be able to get that golden ticket in the last chance qualifier. But it wasn't just in the last chance qualifier. They had to get a silver ticket to even compete at that opportunity. And what a roller coaster was that match. They were sent down to the lower bracket, coming back, forcing a bracket reset against the defending world champions, who weren't able to be here either, because that is how tough this was. The competition is fierce, but these teams are getting ready. It's crazy to think we haven't even seen Tribe yet all weekend, and now it's their time.
Yeah, they have to step up here on the big stage. It's been a bit of an up and down roller coaster year for them. They actually, their silver ticket was the second from last chance to even earn a silver ticket, excuse me. So a lot of people were thinking, is Tribe even going to make it to Worlds? And they finally were able to clutch it up there and that LCQ against the world champions, which, I mean, I think we would all hope they would be here too, but ultimately only one of those two teams made it, and Tribe was able to edge them out. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit more as we kind of get going here.
Absolutely. We will talk about the storylines and everything involved, and of course these teams have so much experience, but to be honest, they talked about their experience this year, and it's actually been a lot less because of the meta. Since the meta was completely different this year, it was really hard for these teams to face off. Normally, these teams tend to face off 10, 11, 12 times a year. This time, it's probably about maybe 2, 3 times, or even not that, because these teams would always make it to the end of tournaments. That's when they would face each other in the semis and the grand finals. But in this case, since the meta was completely different, it was open to everybody, and everybody was able to bring those attacks up, and they were getting knocked out of single eliminations.
It's almost been a tale of two seasons, where throughout the qualifiers we had what we were calling the speed meta, where you had to go fast, you had to get that 60, 70, 80 second attack. And then we have the balance to hard mode, and now tournaments being played in hard mode, and now things are much more challenging, and you get that, you don't get as much of those matchups. But Carbon, I think we're ready. Banks, give us our teams, buddy.
That is right, Carbon and Bash, thank you so much. And yes, our next war might just pop off. It's gonna be so unbelievable, I cannot wait for it. They're our first team to take to the main stage, fresh off a victory against Stamina Esports. Their blood must be pumping, and they are ready and raring to go. So join us on the stage for Kingsman, Temper, Triad, Nachoa, and Max. They are Milliseam MG. opponents, Exorcist, Kronos, Yo-Yo23, Rakiris, and Nabrax. They are Tribe Gaming.
This match might be one of the loudest we will have in this arena so far. We have fans from both sides and they are gonna get loud. These teams, I remember them facing off back in the June qualifier when MMG was able to compete. They sent Tribe down to the lower bracket in the upper finals, just before the grand finals there, and it was a 15-14 war there, where Exorcist, unfortunately, was not able to come through in his attack. And you know, he was thinking of that moment, and he wants to come back from it. But of course, Milliceme MG, they already have one victory under their belt here today, with the leadership of their captain, Kingsman, Temper, Tryhard, Nachoa, and Max. What a stellar lineup we have.
Yeah, we just saw them play and put up a perfect war, Carbon fan. They have adjusted to the hard mode. We were talking about how all of these teams kind of have their go-to strategy. For them, it seems to be the Root Riders with 2 overgrowths. A little bit of an interesting take on that, but also at the same time, they were able to adjust and move into that more secure war to walk into the Super Barbarians and secure that perfect war. But their opponents, Tribe Gaming, been a roller coaster of a year for them. And what you said with Exorcist missing, it was kind of the story of their whole season. They were so close so many times. Exorcist, Kronos, Yo-Yo23, Rakiris, Nebrex, these guys have been playing together year over year, and they have to be such a uniform team. They know the ins and outs. They know what the other players are going to do. They know how this team functions. There has to be just such a good level of trust there.
There has to be, and there was one point where we talked about Tribe thought they weren't going to be making it here, but they were. They're able to be here now, and that's all that matters. This is their very first match this weekend, and it's crazy that even before Tribe's playing, we've already sent home Navi, who is one of the most fan-favorite teams in Clash Esports. But look at these predictions. 66% of the community is picking Tribe to win this match here, which means that it's going to be an amazing match nonetheless, as we're going to start it off with Rakiris. He wants to come in with the very first attack, and Rakiris actually just finished his master's degree in programming 2 months ago. So coming straight off of that, he is ready to go here in the World Finals. You know, he's calculating everything. He wants to bring it for us. And you know, he's one of the best Lalo attackers in the world.
Not only one of the best Lalo attackers in the world, but one of the most consistent players in the world. First time we see Tribe, let's see what they're bringing to the table.
And Rakiris is ready to go. Wants to start off with that 3-star, set the tone for their team. And as always, it's amazing to be able to see these players live and their reactions. Tribe has one of the craziest reactions you're gonna see here, but indeed, it is gonna be a Lalo, but only one healer selected in this attack here. And there's gonna be the lightning spells right off the bat. Maybe a giant arrow right through the middle of the base, and yes, grabs both spell towers and inferno towers.
The precision on that attack is so difficult to get down. We've seen multiple players try that and miss. All you have to do is be off by not even a full tile, a quarter of a tile, and that Queen's arrow will fly and miss. But that Queen lands right in there. King already in with the spiky ball and earthquake boots, opening up access to the town hall. This attack is under a beautiful start. He's not wasting any time, Carbon. The Lalo's already starting from the top.
And with that Warden, Eternal Tome protects that blimp line across. There was the red air bomb field up top, but that didn't really do anything to this attack as the blimp now lands onto the town hall. It's going to go down to the Yetis, no problem here. Royal Champ already burns her ability, but notice this. This base is going down quick. It's not a slow attack. Typically, Lalo takes quite a bit there, as it's looking really good here. And look, it's only been 60 seconds, and this base is pretty much gone.
Rakiris flying through the base. I I think Tribe may have watched that last match and realized, hey, against this Millicene squad, we're going to have to be quick. This attack is just over a minute, and Rakiras gets it done. A beautifully executed, no hesitation attack. A minute 13 or 14 right there, Carbon. Such a fast pace. That's our fastest attack of the day.
It might be the fastest attack of the weekend as well. That was incredible there. And to think that this is hard mode as well. Rakiras gets it done. And Rakiras, well done. And an impressive attack there. Both his parents are supporting him, but he did say that his mom is too nervous to be watching him attack. She has to ask his dad, how did it go? Because she just can't take it. The nerves, but he delivers it right there, gets it done, and lines up that arrow
that was so
with
good.
The Infernos, the spell towers, both poison spell towers going down. That's incredible value, and then speed. This can play a huge role. Now, strategy-wise, do you try to send 1 to 2 players to be fast and the rest of them to be safer 3 stars? And if you're on the other team with Millicene MG, what do you do now?
Well, Carmen, something we didn't really talk about here, it almost feels, to me personally anyways, Tribe have a little bit of advantage. They're the very last team to play in this tournament. Yeah. So they've already seen every single other team, and they can kind of game plan for that. I'm sure when they saw Millicene come out with those 2 quick attacks, I'm sure they had a couple ideas for this war. I'm sure they're like, let's go quick, boys. We got to get it in. And we kind of saw that with that attack. He didn't hesitate with any portion. Queen was in. King was in. Royal Champion to take down the Town Hall. Lalo immediately starting from the top. But we're going to have Kingsman actually moving into that first position in this war. Yo-Yo's base next.
Kingsman, the captain of Millicene MG. You saw his reaction from the very first match, taking that jersey off.
Ajudar meu sobrinho ali.
But he's locked in here, and he is going to be ready for this next attack. So let's see what Kingsman has got for us.
Esse cara aqui então é produtor do Clash Stats e Clash Ninja.
Example is the clashofstats.com website where you can see the history of lots of villages. Another tool up there is the Clash King Discord bottom app where you can see your Legend League performance and numerous other stats. And finally, there's the competitive Clash network where you can see the stats of all the teams and pro players like we've seen here today.
Mas eu quero uma entrevista que eles fizeram game designer, só para ver o que ele fala.
Many of the tools are the collection of stats, which specifically helps with base building. Are you able to talk into that a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
Aqui achei.
The final 2 teams joining in day 3, since it is a single elimination semifinals, and even that grand finals is still also
ele fala sobre atualização.
Double eliminations over the last few years, and essentially almost over all the years. They're so used to that, but now the pressure is really there when it comes to tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of pressure, but we will decide Group 2 very, very soon. But before we do that, guys, we have another interview with Banks.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, over in the caster booth. Welcome back to the lounge, where I am joined by a very special guest from Supercell. It is game programmer Anders Rostar. Thank you so much for joining me here. Now, for the uninitiated, could you please explain in a little bit more detail what you actually do at Supercell?
Right. I understand game programmer sounds very like
generic.
Yeah, exactly. So game programmers is generally the group of programmers who implement the logic. So the gameplay changes.
Jogabilidade, ó.
Supercharged, like equipment, all that kind of stuff.
Sobre a sobrecarga.
Game programmers.
Now, as a key member of the game team, like, what's it like to see these players and these teams create these unique strategies and play the game in ways that basically none of us could really ever have imagined?
I mean, it's absolutely awesome. It's so amazing, right? I mean, we always say that, you know, you can never underestimate players because they create the most crazy things. They're so creative and come up with so many different things that we never would have thought of. It's absolutely amazing.
And the way that we see them compete, like, does it actually affect the way that the game is designed? Like, do you use kind of how they use the game, and then does it affect you guys on the back end?
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, there's first of all, there's a bunch of balance changes that we do. I mean, our Brood Riders that got nerfed a couple of times, for example, but also things like we're seeing very prominently here being used, like Fireball and Spiky Ball and a lot of these direct damage equipment. So that influences how we think about equipments that we're going to be doing in the future, for example, right?
I mean, I have to ask though as well, like, are there any updates coming up that you could like give little tidbits of information to anyone at home? I mean, You're going to get swarmed after this, by the way, if we give away a lot of information.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're working on a lot of different things. You know, I think about, 17 different things or something along those lines, right? But I can promise you that the stuff we're working on is something truly heroic.
Ooh, truly heroic. That sounds pretty good. Nice t-shirt you got on there. Thank you, Anders, for joining me in this interview. What an amazing chance to actually catch up with someone as a game programmer, someone who's really in-depth inside this kind of Supercell baby that is Clash of Clans. Now, for now, we're going to go over to Itsu and Judo to continue day 2 of the World Finals.
So, it seems like that we had some nice hints.
Ele deu pequeno spoiler aí, né, de vai ser heróico, né? Então provavelmente alguma coisa sobre os heróis que vão vir, né? Assim penso eu, né? Fizemos uma raid já aqui. Me travou? Pera aí. Voltou aí? Acabei de dar uma estrela, mano. Meu Deus. Isso. Vambora, Rick. Daí faz hora, Rick. Tá só na moita aí, pô. Fala comigo, Rick. Esse ataque pra farmar é bom, mano. É rapidão. Não ocupa muito cérebro. Não estressa muito. Eu já voltei. E aí, HX, beleza, mano? Se fala código criador? Código criador não tem ainda, mano. Tô correndo atrás de pegar 5K de inscrito. Pra iniciar a parceria, né? Então não tem ainda HX. Tem que ser parceiro Tier 3, né, da Supercell. Eu preciso pegar 5.000 inscritos, aí acho que eu inicio aí como Tier 1, né? Aí vai avançando, avançando até Tier 3. Se Deus quiser, um dia nós teremos. Batalhando pra isso. Eu vou abrir uma livezinha lá na roxinha, mano. Sempre eu não faço lá. Vou. Vai demorar 10 anos pra trocar de vila. Meu Deus. Bora. Meu Deus, que doença, bora. A raiva quando acontece isso, mano. Por que aqui? Dez anos pra trocar de vila. Galera, então é isso aí, tamo junto. Agradeço a todos aí que compareceram à live aí, que fortaleceu na doação aí. Também um likezão, tamo junto. E até a próxima, se Deus quiser, beleza? Tamo junto, um abraço, fui!